Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new documentary with this early review, Truth is the Only Client, the murder investigation of John F. Kennedy. And this is a new documentary that focuses on the Warren Commission and their findings in the murder of President Kennedy. And it is 2 hours and 20 minutes of a very traditional documentary that feels ripped off of like A&E, and boy, could this have been trimmed, and there are moments that really drag. And taking a step back before I just focus so much on that, it takes a very interesting approach because for decades it's all about what conspiracy theories, right, couldn't have just been Lee Harvey Oswald. It couldn't have been. This documentary takes the time to really focus on the evidence and all the work that the Warren Commission did, and to validify their findings and show why this is as clean-cut as it could be. And this is what really happened. And it's very interesting because it's like the anti-conspiracy theory. And conspiracy theories are exciting and interesting. Having them all torn to pieces and thrown in the face and just be like, no, this is what happened. This is what has happened and is known to have been happening in this situation for decades. And there's moments where it's like they got this gotcha moments, and there's a little more excitement packed into those moments. But they spend so much time laboring on Oswald's backstory and all of his background information. They go so deep and methodical into the makeup of the Warren Commission. And there's so many different people they talk to in this film. So many old white guys. And you get lost in how many of them they're talking to. And there's some really interesting things going on in this film, and it's a shame that how it's structured, how it's played out, feels so ordinary and long and dry that those intriguing elements get glossed over in a sense of just like, I'm only 50 minutes in. There's an hour and a half left. And I was feeling that. And that's a horrible feeling to have while watching a film. But I do have to give this film credit that it is very interesting material. And when it's locked in, it really is. But when it's not, and you're just filling this with information, and like, did I need a tree diagram of every single guy involved in the Warren Commission and their supports? No. Cut to the chase, and this film doesn't do enough of that. This could easily be trimmed and have a much zippier pace to it and not lose much. It still can focus on what it wants to tell and do it effectively, despite the fact that you could probably trim off 50 minutes of this documentary. And it feels like the movie JFK, where it's just like so long and tries to do so much. 2 hours and 20 minutes is a long time to just be throwing facts and figures out at you. And it really feels like a lecture, honestly. And really only can sit through a lecture for 50 minutes before, like, I need a break from this. But in general, I think that Truth is the Only Client is a documentary worth checking out because it is so important and significant. Despite the fact that it's like, you might want to watch this in bits. Like, this could have been like a mini-series, honestly, cut into pieces because you need a break. So if you probably stream this when it comes out and take some breaks. But those are my thoughts on Truth is the Only Client, the murder investigation, the investigation of the murder of John F. Kennedy. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.